Link engaged.
Visit us at TeamSpeak.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Metalopolis. We bring you NEXIceCream, also known as... What was his name again? What's he changed to? One, yeah. One is significantly more boring than NEXIceCream, I've got to say.
Yeah, it is definitely more boring than NEXIceCream. I think one is either... I think it's either his name or it's because of the Korean won, the currency. I think it's his name, though. If you guys look that up in TLPD, I'm pretty sure you'll find that's his last name.
Facts, ladies and gentlemen. And NEXIceCream, I'm sorry, it's going to be hard for me not to call him NEXIceCream because that is so delicious. And he will be in the blue trunks, and he is, of course, playing Terran to the west of the Metalopolis. And in close air positions, we have the one and only Line, his teammate, in fact. And he is in the purple trunks, and he is playing Zerg.
And Ice Baby. Just thought I'd open up with that. It's Ice Baby. And they are actually, even though we can see the Korean on there, and I can't quite read
that
Korean.
Actually translates to Ice Baby.
I can read Korean. I can read what NEXIceCream says. He says "ne," which means yes. So there was something asked, and he said yes.
Yes.
Maybe it said, "Do you like ice cream?" And he went "ne," and said yes.
There you go. That would be useful, certainly. NEXIceCream with the standard wall-off right here. Doesn't want any Zerg in his base because that would be very, very unpleasant. Zerg like NEXIceCream an awful lot. They are looking to steal it at every possible opportunity. They look to assimilate the DNA of NEXIceCream.
And it looks like we're going for a very fast 2 racks opening here, both on, well, 10 and 11. Usually you see 10 or 12 or 10 or 13, but this is 10 and 11. And he did cut SCVs in this.
Of course.
So there are going to be a lot of Marines coming out quite fast here. And if we look over at this base now, the line did open up with spawning pool. Was most likely going to go spawning pool into a fast hatchery. But because he saw this and he's seen no gas with the Overlord, he hasn't quite seen the fact that there's no double racks, but he sees that there's no gas. And 2 racks is quite a common opening, so he's probably gone ahead and got this extract quite fast so that he can get that speedling upgrade.
We should also point out that this was recorded on the Korean servers, folks. Yes, it's been played on the Korean servers, so there is no latency to speak of at all. They have fantastic internet. And NEXLine, regardless, decides to go in for the expansion right here. How threatened do you think that line's really going to be against this 2 racks opening right now?
I don't know. If I remember correctly, Jimro used this opening a lot against him. I don't know. I'm not quite certain on that, so don't quote me on that. But I think he's pretty used to it. I mean, in Korea, the 2 racks happens all the time because it's such a good build. So I'm pretty sure he'll be used to it. He'll pull off just the right amount of drones. He already has 6 slings out now. And there's 2 SCVs in the Marine. It could be in a lot of trouble here.
Yes, I somehow don't think that one Marine's going to be able to handle it. However, it looks like the Gift of Freedom has scared off NEXLine Zergling, so we're running away in fear right now for the might of that single Marine. However, reinforcements streaming in right now for NEXIceCream, who looks like he might be able to sneak in there and start the bunker building.
Oh, look how many SCVs have been pulled off now.
Wow.
5 coming down, and they desperately want to get that bunker up, or not even 1 bunker, 2 bunkers most likely. And there's 6 lings in production, 6 out, 12 lings in total. And especially if they get cut off now.
Ooh, that was unpleasant. The lings are actually streaming past and looking to maybe do some damage, but in the meantime, we can see down the bottom, there comes that bunker, and a lot of drones being pulled off the line, needless to say. But this is well defended. Look at how he's doing this. He's actually defending his Marines directly right here with the SCVs. He's walled them in. He's trying to hold it as much as possible. However, the SCV wall is going down. He needs that bunker up very, very rapidly. It's about 5 seconds away from completion. He's getting in there as quickly as there as he gets it in. He gets a single Marine in. He needs to get a few more. He dodges. In he goes, and this is very damaging right here for Line.
Oh, this is so bad. And I love the way, if nobody actually knew what happened there, the SCVs are on hold move and hold position so that the lings basically couldn't target the Marines at all. And now this bunker's come up, and it's going to be pretty hard. They could have 14 supply versus 24. And in the meantime, he can even throw down the command center. He can do whatever he wants from this position.
Yeah, this is not nice at all. And NEXIceCream taking a little bit of fire, certainly. Trying to make his way through that. He cancels the bunker. This is really a do or die right here for Line. Charges his way through, he blasts the bunker to oblivion, and forcing NEXIceCream all the way back. And unfortunately for Line, he's left with only 6 drones.
Wow, that's not a lot at all. Even though speed's done now, he's going to be able to clean up these 3 Marines. As you can see that we have NEXIceCream, who's already retreated back to the base. He's like, no problem, man. I'm going to wall up. I'm going to build my command center. You look at the unit time, it's 16 SCVs and mules versus 6 drones. And it's going to be a long, long climb back for here for Lime. And surprisingly, we have the lead here for the player that I would have not expected this to be in.
Oh, there you go. Line is certainly a very, very powerful player, but bear in mind they are teammates. They know a little bit more about each other's builds than you might expect, and as you can see, One, aka NEXIceCream, is working on his command center immediately right here, and we've got a second gas coming down for him as well. He does have a fairly significant economic lead, to say the least. We're looking at 18, now 19 SCVs and a mule up against 12 drones, and of course, Line does have the opportunity to come back here. I mean, he could drone up hard, knowing that his opponent really is not in any position to attack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he can try and drone up. I don't know how far he's going to get with that because he's so far behind. So he just can't get the economy back up. The biggest problem with Line's play is that he stopped building Lings, sorry. He built the first initial 6 and then went back to drones and thought he could handle it with just pulling drones off to deal with it. But no, there were too many Marines out. It was very early 2 racks. And he couldn't deal with it and lost so much. Unit tab now, he's slowly trying to get back up. But what does he have to show for it? He has no queens. He has got no creep spread, he's got no lava injects going, and basically what NEXIceCream can do now is just go for a simple timing attack, get stim, get a few tanks, and that timing attack's going to hurt. Basically, it's going to feel like it has come 5 minutes early, basically.
Yeah, and it is actually going to be fairly late comparatively. I mean, we're looking at 8 minutes and 20 seconds on that one right there. And we've got the stim pack coming down. It does start, it's got going, but still, Line is getting back into this fight. I certainly wouldn't count him out just yet, even though he doesn't have any queens. He has droned up very, very hard. He's got 2 more queens coming back, so he's back in the position that he actually wanted to be. However, of course, he lacks anything in terms of his actual military, so if NEXIceCream were to go and do some damage right now, for instance, there's no way Line will be able to stop him.
Yeah, and I think NEXIceCream's just going to play completely safe. Doesn't want to go out and risk the opportunity of losing this entire game. He could go and kill him now, yeah, sure, but he might as well just wait for stim, wait for a few tanks, 2 tanks probably, maybe 3, and then go out and push. And Line has to be cutting corners now, man. He's so far behind, he should be trying to get a 3rd base immediately, and definitely try to cut as many corners as possible, but it's going to be hard to do so.
Well, I think he's confident in his map control right now, and I don't really blame him. I mean, he's got a force of Zerglings that have been going around the map. He has control of the Zelnaga watchtowers, so he knows whether or not a push is coming, and of course he's going to see this one coming a mile away as the Marines start to roll in. I think the question is right now, can NEXIceCream get in there and do the real damage? As you said, you were looking for a timing attack, and this push out would be a little bit early for that to happen.
Yeah, it's not actually a push out, it's just like a pressure push, which means you move out to the middle of the map, you kill your opponent's vision, you maybe force him to build units instead of drones, and then you just come back and continue with your usual timing. But Line, playing smart enough, continues to build drones, doesn't build any units, which is kind of worked out well for him there.
It's caught up quite nicely. He's on 42 drones versus 34. There's, of course, a couple of mules on NEXIceCream's side of things to really unbalance that. But there is a spine crawler up right now, which is going to prove to be unpleasant if he decides to go in there. And Banelings are on the way.
Indeed. Banelings are the one comeback that Line can use in this game. The one thing that's going to bring him back into this game is some surprise Banelings from the higher ground, maybe in the middle of the map by the gold field, and comes from behind. Maybe some sneak attack, but here we go with the timing attack. It is going to be 3 tanks and a bunch of Marines, and he's going to leave Marines inside the bunker and wall off too, just in case of any counter attacks. And now this push is going to be deadly, TotalBiscuit. What does he have? 3 Banelings.
Well, it's currently 41 army supply to 1, which I would be considered fairly lopsided in favor of NEXIceCream right now. So this is going to have to be some amazing Baneling play, and the spine crawler is going to have to be literally invincible. The Banelings didn't even get a look in. Oh my, oh my. This is not good right now for Line at all, as NEXIceCream starts to apply that real pressure. Of course, Transfuse doesn't really hold it up all that much. NEXIceCream right into the line. He's got 27 Marines right now. He's doing a little dance right there. It's adorable. It's a cha-cha-cha. And down go those overlords. That isn't good. Not at all.
Cha-cha-cha with yellow glow sticks, man.
It's the way to do things, folks, in the 21st century. That's a lot of supply blocking going on right now as NEXIceCream tears his way through the line of line. And a lot of firepower coming in, and drones charging in heroically, looking to take out a tank. They at least take out 1. I think it was more the tank doing damage to it than anything else. And unbelievably, Line will actually hold this.
I can't believe he held it, but look at the drone count now. It's down to 12 to 43.
GG, ladies and gentlemen, GG. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That was quite the fight.
And I can't believe that. It's like, loses so much, goes down to 6 drones, then goes all the way up to 46 and has 3
then throws
Banelings.
them all away again at the end of it. Oh, it was really unfortunate with the Banelings right there. I was thinking, oh, will he be able to hang on just long enough to maybe do some amazing borrowed Baneling play or something like that? Now, is the simple answer to that, and NEXIceCream dominating right now, melting his opponent in a sweep of irony.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I'm a fan. I am a fan. I'm looking forward to game 2 after that one. We'll see if Line can come back. As I said, Line has a long line of wins. In fact, he's been doing very, very well recently. We'll see whether or not he can come back into it, and we'll be looking to get a hold of the second game very, very shortly. But let's be honest, that 2-barracks pressure was absolutely lethal. And I have to point out once again, just in case you guys actually missed it, the stroke of genius right there with the positioning of those SCVs in that bunker play.
Oh, yeah, it's that little hole there on Metalopolis has been abused, I guess you could say, in so many tournaments. Has knocked out so many good Zerg players, and once again, using it to the strength of NEXIceCream there, and he does melt Line's line there, unfortunately.
Yep, Line has no line anymore. Line is sad. We shall see what ends up happening in the next matchup, folks, and I am certainly looking forward to seeing that happen. Damn you, Xenex. Well, Xenex fighting, what can I say? And this is looking to be messy one way or the other. The question is, which of the Xenex guys will take the prize money and, of course, the points towards that $1,000 Invitational, which will, of course, be brought to you by Team Liquid and the one and only TeamSpeak 3. We'll be going into Game 2 in just a few short moments, folks. Don't go anywhere. The fun's just got started.